And I don't know even how many hours I saw you with support, how many dinners, like family dinners, you missed because of, trying to make it work. And you're working probably like 18 hours a day. If you have a scale of 1 to 10, I think they're out of the scale. They're not even in the 1 to 10 for me personally.
And that's takes you to the AI of GoHighLevel, which currently is probably within the top 3, 4 best AIs in the industry for business.
What's supposed to be out of the box working and perfect? Until now, it's like, I think 6 months since we bought it, still not working. Actually, I can't share it publicly, but it's just you and me. Some areas we are using GoHighLevel for amazing business results, but we are not going to talk about that because no one can know, right? Okay, so today we have a session with Eli, my son. He's specializing in GoHighLevel, which is a different CRM. This is why in my family we call him the traitor. We are going to compare Zoho CRM, Zoho in general, Zoho One, to GoHighLevel. Even though I'm a Zoho guy and he's a GoHighLevel guy, both of us know each other's systems. I know GoHighLevel very good. He knows Zoho very good. He was helping me with the Zoho system since he was 12. So he's only 19, but with 7 years of experience in the system. Okay, so what I want to do in this session is what we did with HubSpot and Salesforce and other solutions to try to pick different items that the system is doing and see how GoHighLevel and Zoho are doing it. And eventually, you as the business owner can decide if it's Zoho or Zoho. So it's up to you, really.
I think we're going to see some actually very interesting places where GoHighLevel can fit in. I'd say almost better, if not better than Zoho.
I agree with you. So some areas GoHighLevel is doing fantastic job, and actually I can't share it publicly, but it's just you and me. Some areas we are using GoHighLevel for amazing business results, but we are not going to talk about that because no one can know, right?
The video is not recorded, don't worry.
No, it's fine. It's only us. Okay. So let's begin from the marketing sides, how leads are coming in. So in my world, we will have Zoho Social as an example to receive social leads back to CRM. In that case, leads that are coming from messages, they're coming from social media posts, for example, comments, DMs, social ads, all of those can come to the CRM, and in the CRM, we can process them as leads. What do you have on your side?
So on GoHighLevel, you have something very similar. You have the social planner. Now, off the get-go, I'm going to say Zoho Social is a little more robust. It has more functionality, but the social planner on GoHighLevel offers most of what you need. So for one, it's able to post to the main platforms like LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. It can post directly to them. Any people that come in to the system, they're automatically, the lead source is going to come in from what social platform they came to. But really beyond that, the social planner allows you to schedule things, but it's not too much more than that. You can upload videos to YouTube, I suppose, but...
What about the leads? So let's say you scheduled, and for the scheduler, I will have 1 point against me. Unfortunately, I'm an honest person, so that's a problem in those situations. The scheduler in GoHighLevel, I think it's a bit better because it allows you to work with videos and reach media in a better way. Sometimes in Zoho Socials, I won't have an easy way to post to Instagram, for example, and so on. I find it easier to do it on GoHighLevel.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's a very fast process. Within 3 clicks, you're posted on all those platforms. So that's a big point.
It is. Okay, so let's assume that leads are coming from, let's say, social ads, which I know that you have a bunch of clients in this area. How do you process them in your world?
So that's like asking Like how many applications does water have in our society, right? There's infinite possibilities here, but let's just take one application, which is a lead comes from a ad and goes to, let's say, a form. So
Perfect.
website, form, whatever it's going to be. GoHighLevel has an inbuilt website and funnel builder. So if you would like to build a marketing funnel, you can take them directly into that. The embedded tracking, you're able to see the activity, time spent on page. You're able to see that how they maneuver, what buttons they click, and then the transition of where they are on each page. There's inbuilt A/B testing. So really, if you have a ad, you're able to create all within the same CRM, a clear funnel that you'd like to take them down on the website. So that's just assuming you want to take them from they click a button and they get sent to a website.
What if the person, for example, the advertisement was a DM? So instead of a form, it's just contact us.
Wow. So that one's like
I
a
got you excited.
yeah. That one's by far the most exciting part about GoHighLevel, and that's takes you to the AI of GoHighLevel, which currently is probably within the top 3, 4 best AIs in the industry for business. I'd say. Basically, if you DM, you have an ad, let's say on Facebook, and you're advertising your service, you're saying there's a promotion going, whatever it's going to be, and the call to action is a DM, you're able to DM and take someone directly to the DM, and then an AI is going to respond within seconds. And it's going to respond like a human, the way you want it to be. That AI can qualify them. It can see whether they're qualified for the promotion. It can just book an appointment for them. However you want your lead to be handled, you can train an AI to do it. And it's a very easy builder to do too.
I don't want to go too deep into the AI. We'll have some questions about that, but the bottom line is there is a DM and AI is contacting, right?
That's your fault. You got me excited.
And you have in the Zoho world, there will be a DM. The DM will create automatically a lead in the CRM, and then based on that, we can schedule a post or text message or something, but it's not as robust as GoHighLevel.
Then I have a question for you because I'm not so familiar. When a lead gets created, do you have placeholder information that goes in? Because if someone just writes hi, how does Zoho know what information to fill into the contact or the lead?
So we can create some automations. Those are not out of the box, but we can create some automations with it.
I see.
Yeah, but this is possible. As I said, it's not as robust with the AI. So we have shared customers that are on Zoho, but they're using GoHighLevel for specific things, which I think, by the way, that's probably the right solution. GoHighLevel suck in many things that we are going to talk about it, but also shines in some of them. The two options together works probably pretty well. We're going to have also in the description some links if you want to try GoHighLevel or Zoho. And obviously, if you have some questions, we'll have also links for that. We can help you whatever you need with GoHighLevel or Zoho. Okay, so that was the social media. Let's proceed to landing pages. In Zoho, you will have a system that is more of a conventional landing pages. You can drag and drop, create landing pages. Those landing pages will have forms. Someone fills the form, and then it will push this lead to the CRM so people can start working on it. What do you have on GoHighLevel?
Great question. So very similar in terms of drag and drop. In my opinion, it's a little more comfortable to use for simple websites. So very similar form surveys, you can add them, drag and drop, 1,000+ templates. But because you're able to customize margins, so you're able to control the spacing of things, you can, in theory, create almost any design on your website. But I will put a caveat. Sometimes it can be very time consuming and annoying to try to duplicate anything. But yes, there's that functionality embedded as well.
So what about funnels? Because I know that in GoHighLevel you have funnels. We're using those funnels as well. What's the story about funnels in like 1 minute?
So funnels are one of my favorite things ever because you're able,
Ever? More than
yes,
me?
oh, much more than you. They make me money, man.
Okay.
So funnels, basically, you can take your brain as the business owner and you can say exactly what you want to happen with every single lead or customer you have. So I can say I want them to come in over here at an opt-in, so I gather their details. Then I push them to the next page where I, nurture them. I give them something or I sell them something small. And then I take them to the next part, which is maybe an opt-in to a webinar or maybe actually purchasing something. And you basically just create a funnel, which is taking someone down from the top to the bottom. Bottom is highest value, most expensive. Top is least expensive. And you just basically take people from a big to small, and it's your easy to take, give as much value as possible and get as much money out of it.
Yeah, and usually we use it for, we have a bunch of businesses and we're using the funnel to, first of all, to provide, let's say, free value or download an ebook or download a case study or something that the person is interested in. Then when they click on download, they will have the next page, which is $9.99, which will be some lower price offer. And then when they buy that and they use it and they're happy, then they will have a 99 offer or something like that. So you just go through the funnel slowly. It's nice, right? That's something that needs to be done as well, because out of the box, I'm not sure if it will work for you, but that's the concept anyway, and it
Yeah.
works well. Okay, so now that we passed that, so you have in GoHighLevel something a bit different, obviously. Let's talk about the chatbot, which I think this is it's a big point. In Zoho, you will have SalesIQ. SalesIQ will be a chatbot that can be designed with some workflow. So it's not really AI. It's more of a workflow that if the client says yes, send that. If the client says no, send that. So it's more of a workflow automation versus AI. Talk to us a little bit about AI, which I know that AI will get excited again. But just try to keep it short so we'll have more questions.
Yeah. So I'm going to just briefly go over it. It's all prompt based. So in theory, you can have it if you just like that approach where someone says yes or no, you can keep that and just say in the prompt, I want the AI to respond if someone says this, say this. Or you can go more high level and you can think about it as if someone says something like this, give an answer like this. And the way that could be implied is you can ask an overall question like, what is your BMI? And if you're in a medical clinic, if someone's BMI ends up being over this much, you can take them down the path of taking them to book an appointment with one salesperson or another. So the application of it's really whatever you're thinking about, you can put it into a prompt and the AI will speak like a human in the exact tone you want it to.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of experience with AI. We created lots of bots to different type of businesses. It's scary how good it's becoming.
Mm.
And we also on our main website we have the an AI. It's not a GoHighLevel. We're using a different type of AI, but it's the same direction. Um, let's talk about support. So in the Zoho world, for example, we are a premium Zoho partner. We have direct contact with level 2 support. If there is any problem, we're usually getting super fast response. They're taking us very seriously. What will happen on GoHighLevel?
So that you're actually catching me at a very bad time with that question. So GoHighLevel support, to be blunt, is usually a miss, sometimes a hit. So sometimes it's all usually Zoom call based. They have a chat support as well, but basically you put a ticket in and you go into a Zoom call. Usually the Zoom calls are pretty full, so you have to sit and wait for a long time. If it's a serious problem, they'll move you to the head of the line, but it ends up being a very slow and usually tedious process. and I don't feel usually urgency on issues. So I wouldn't say support there is at the same level as Zoho's.
Okay. I can tell you from my experience, like again, my experience, support doesn't exist. So we had a client that already was on GoHighLevel. We tried to integrate with Zoho. Out of the box, it shows that they have the APIs. We use the APIs. Some of it works, some not. We contact support multiple times. In the beginning, they were nice to and say that it's under investigation. We were checking it. At some point, they just ignored us completely. So, and then, 200 hours project went to shit. So that was very, very bad. Fortunately, the client was aware of all that, and we didn't took the hit on the 200 hours. Otherwise, it would be devastating. So that's from me on the support side. Let's move to the operation itself. So let's say leads coming in. So you have leads coming from social media, your website, chatbot, everything goes into the lead system. How do you manage those leads?
So on GoHighLevel, I don't love calling it a CRM. It is a CRM, but for me, it's much more of a marketing tool.
I agree.
The thing about GoHighLevel, and I come from Zoho, right? So I grew up with Zoho. I'm used to blueprints. I'm used to workflows. And that's what I love about Zoho. It's super easy to make a streamlined process. In GoHighLevel, you have pipelines, which don't get me wrong, they're not bad by any means, but they're not pipelines like in Zoho. You have a designated pipeline the same way you have in Zoho. You have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And you can set different automations that whenever things happen in the back end, things move to different steps. But let's say you want to move someone from, you had a meeting with them, and then you go from they had a meeting and you move them to showed and they're interested. You can't have an option where, fields pop up and you fill in that information. You'd have to go in, click a different place, fill in those details, or you'd have to fill in a form. So on the operations end, it's not as comfortable, I'd say.
Yeah, so yeah, that's also my feeling. I don't think that the GoHighLevel it's a CRM. I do agree that it's more of a spreadsheet with a little bit of functionality. On the Zoho side, for example, and that will be probably the differentiator. If I'm a one-man show, I don't have processes in place, probably GoHighLevel will be okay for me. Not sure if good, but okay. If I have even one employee, I need to create something that is a step-by-step approach, and Zoho will provide blueprints, which every one of our clients will have blueprints. You click on a button, something happens. So I don't need to train my employee to think, I need to train my employee to click. And then the button will tell the employee what to do next. And if the employee is not doing it, he cannot proceed with the lead or the deal. So I think that's a huge miss on GoHighLevel. In general, managing anything in GoHighLevel, I don't think it's even, if you have a scale of 1 to 10, I think they're out of the scale. They're not even in the 1 to 10. For me personally, that I'm coming from, managing employees and managing processes and creating companies.
I will push back slightly. And I will say this from the perspective of someone not other than us, because I'm used to you, which hence means I'm used to Zoho, which means you're used to a very easy system to follow, assuming you build a good system. But out of the box, Zoho's much easier to use. But with GoHighLevel, if we compare someone using a spreadsheet, with many businesses do use large companies on spreadsheets, it is much better than that. So like you said, it's like a spreadsheet with that. But if you have some creativity, which there are lots of automations you can set up to make different processes that are not involving people happen very nicely, such as like a review system where you can have, after projects are automatically completed, sending reviews. So I would say in that sense, I don't think it's I think it's a little mean to say that it's impossible.
So before Zoho, I did Salesforce and HubSpot and Sugar CRM and VTiger and a bunch of CRMs. Some of them are crap, some of them are good. But a CRM in 2025 is supposed to be a way for you to manage your company. It's a mini ERP. GoHighLevel, I don't feel it's like that. Also, you were touching about a few points, and I will also push back a bit. There is, for example, I can share with you guys, there is a company named Extendly. They're selling different solutions for GoHighLevel. So they have something that called a snapshot. So you pay, we paid about $6,000 for the snapshot. And that's supposed to, you will be up and running with their solution. What's supposed to be out of the box working and perfect? Until now, it's like, I think 6 months since we bought it, still not working fine. And we need to have workarounds. And also GoHighLevel and Extendly were not able to make everything work. And nothing is too special. So I think in terms of, and I don't know even how many hours I saw you with support, how many dinners, like family dinners you missed because of, trying to make it work. And you're working probably like 18 hours a day. So I don't think that this is a kind of behavior that you should expect from your future CRM. Me personally.
I agree on the sense of there was a lot of support involved, and again, to this day, very few things are super smooth on the development end of anything GoHighLevel, which is why I'll say on the leads end things are great, but anything beyond that I wouldn't really touch personally. But with the thing you mentioned about Extendly, that was something that was definitely frustrating at the beginning, that we had something that was promised to work. It is working now. We just don't use it anymore because it's already outside of our scope. We passed that point many months ago. But I guess in that case, that one has less to do with GoHighLevel and more to do with a vendor. But I think the point is across that GoHighLevel is really so far great on the leads. But
Absolutely.
if you have a little bit of budget and you want a really comfortable experience, I don't think GoHighLevel is the way.
Now, there is also, I will tell you the different claims that GoHighLevel, not GoHighLevel themselves, but the people that are promoting it, which I don't know if that's true. So let's try to run relatively quickly on different ones. So first of all, what about their online learning system? What do you think about that?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I do agree.
think their online learning platform, I'm going to go quickly over it. You have a couple different modules. One, you have like a community center, which is very similar to like Reddit, where you'll be able to chat with people, make posts. It's actually very interesting. You can have a level system where you can have different levels of learning. You have admins. It's actually very nice. You have a course system, which we're personally using as a company, and works like any other course system with comments and can make posts, and it's already within the system. So that's very, very good.
Yeah, so first of all, we are using it also in Amazing Business Results. We have so many courses that we created. We used to work with Thinkific, and it just didn't work well. Eventually, we went with GoHighLevel, and it's a very nice system, actually. I actually like it, and there are more abilities to create communities and more stuff that is more, I think, 2025, so I like it. On the Zoho world, you will have the TrainerCentral, which is a system for online learning for external customers. And it's okay. I like a little bit more the GoHighLevel, but both of those systems are nice systems. Next, let's talk about the booking appointment features. On Zoho, you will have Zoho Bookings,
Ooh,
which
yeah.
is it's a good system. There are some small problems around it, but in general, it's a nice system. What about your side?
So GoHighLevel, I think, is actually up there as one of the best, personally. So you can have calendars being set. The calendar widgets, they look very, very similar to Calendly. Basically, they look identical. They're just missing the Calendly logo. And Calendly, from also our experiences in the marketing, we find that Calendly widgets produce the highest conversion.
Absolutely.
So we found that that spills over to the GoHighLevel calendar widgets. You can book them to your own calendars. There's no double bookings, which is very important for us. That was an issue we had with some other vendors, is that there was double bookings. And other than that, it's a calendar booking system. So there's not so much complexity, but basically anything you'd want from it, it can do, which is very nice.
Yeah. The only problem that I found with GoHighLevel calendars is that it's working only with Outlook and Google emails. So if you don't have Google, so we have, for example, clients with a Zoho calendar, so that will not work. Except that I do agree, it's a good system, and we're still seeing the lead side. You have very nice solution, and it works well, and we're able to connect those into Zoho.
I will make one correction. It connects with, like you said, Outlook, Google, the iCloud, the Apple Calendar, and also with Calendly. So if you have a Calendly account, it also connects with that. But yes, other than that, it does not, like you said, it does not connect with Zoho.
Yeah. What about the connection with an email?
So definitely, this is one of the bigger frustrations we've had. I'm not an expert, by the way, in SMTP by any means, so I'm going to try to put this in layman's terms. For one, you have the sending address where if you want to connect it to your own
Domain.
business domain, right, your own company domain without a subdomain, you would have to use a external provider like SendGrid. It's not embedded within GoHighLevel. So if you want to do it within GoHighLevel, you would need to create a subdomain to send things from. Or, like you said, if you have Google or Outlook, you can connect your existing email, but you can't send certain things. It's more complicated. That's the easiest way to
Yeah,
put it.
I was also involved in that. I know that Eli was having lots of hard time with their support for months. And then I just took it on myself, and I have some experience with emails and so on. So I just was able to solve it using SendGrid. But that's not, again, not a behavior that I would like to have with the CRM. Most people that are seeing that, this video are not technical. I think that's not a great thing for GoHighLevel. In Zoho, it's one click, it's integrated, and it's done. So there is no problem, and you can send emails from your domain. What about telephony integration?
So in that case, I'd say it's fairly standard, the number. For one, it works with Twilio phone numbers. If you have existing numbers, you can port them in directly into GoHighLevel. You can purchase numbers within GoHighLevel. You can make phone calls directly from the system. You can send text messages directly from the system. And it also integrates with WhatsApp. So you can buy a WhatsApp and send text messages from WhatsApp as well.
Yep, and in Zoho, it's the same. You will have Zoho Voice, different type of a feature, doing the same things. You can text message, email, phone calls. You will have an app. In the GoHighLevel, you have the same features as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Now, I saw lots of videos that are talking about project management systems in GoHighLevel. Is it true?
I'm gonna say nicely, I don't think so.
Okay. And what about reputation management?
Reputation management, and for anyone who doesn't know, reputation management, what we're referring to is your online reviews. So 5-star reviews, trying to get more reviews, responding to bad reviews, things like that. So with Go High Level, you have, for one, an AI that can already just naturally respond to reviews. So for companies that have very high reviews coming in, you can have the AI automatically responding. It can respond to good reviews and bad reviews and respond as you'd want it to, such as acknowledging the problem and say, hey, come reach out to us. Let's see what happened that wasn't good. And then on the other side, you can have automations that are set up that whenever someone finishes a project and they paid, that if they were happy with the result, it can send them over an email or a text message or both, sending them to a funnel that identifies if they were actually really happy with the project, and if they were, takes them over to a review page, and if not, could take them to a survey and also then a review page, obviously, because we have to remain Google compliant. But for anyone who maybe doesn't, I suppose they could take that out.
Yep, and most people take that out. So if they're happy, they go to Google page, and if they're unhappy, basically send us an email, tell us what's happening, which it's a common approach with many systems. I personally saw the system, not impressed so much. On the Zoho side, we have a system that we created in Amazing Business Results about 10 years ago. Works really nice, and we can customize it, and it works very good. Okay, let's talk about the different licenses. So I know that GoHighLevel will have $97, that's the base, and then $297, that will be for, you can have as many domains as you want or sub-accounts.
Sub-accounts, yes.
And then you have the SaaS, and this is what you have, like an agency. This $497 allows you to, based on what they say, out of the box, you enable SaaS account, start being an agency. Is it true?
Yes and no. I'd say in a way, yes, but on the other hand, not so much. So for one, let's say you have clients, and they're already starting to pay, so you get past that hurdle, then kind of, and everything here, I have to put in layman's terms. I can't put it so easily, but in summary, the billing in Go High Level is a little bit hard to understand. So yes, everything there is transparent, but there's no real way within the system to see your income super clearly. So you can see, you have to basically go around to see where all the money's coming in from. You do have one clear area where you see all the expenses that are going, but that means that for us,
But it's not so clear.
no, it's not. So
Yeah.
we need to basically export all that data, go to our Stripe, copy the data, and then go to ChatGPT and start playing with that, which is a big hassle.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know what we're talking about, a client, so let's say you spend $97. On top of that, you will have million small charges on email transactions, on text messages, on WhatsApp, AI, and so on and so on. Those are all additional.
And when he says small, like he really does mean like 0.00027 cents. So that's what it
Sometimes
means.
more. So AI will be, let's say, 97, right? So you have a range of expenses, but the bottom line is, even if you have, let's say, 20 clients, you have 50 pages of transactions, and you see only the expense, but the income, what you're getting for those expenses, you need to go to a different section and start to match them. Far from being simple and easy, I personally don't think that the SaaS, it's a model that I would go to, right? Again, it's your business, not mine, but I wouldn't step into the SaaS direction. I think it's what they have in their marketing, it's totally misleading. Also took you many months to be up and running. It wasn't just click, and it's done.
No, that definitely wasn't super simple. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So in general, I think we're coming to the same conclusion that we talked before. I do believe that Zoho is, I can't say superior, because then I'm comparing GoHighLevel to Zoho on the lead management, product management, sending proposals, integration with accounting system. Zoho will be a CRM, while I think GHL is a fantastic lead system, allows the business owner to connect lots of different sources, ability to have a great communication section that is including emails and WhatsApp messages and SMS and social media all in one place. There are lots of upside, but that ends the moment that the lead is in the system. So what we like to do with our clients is that Eli is creating for clients the beginning of the system. So he's creating all the way to the lead comes in, usually with AI and cool technologies. And then whenever the lead comes in, we sync it into CRM. So the bottom line, the salespeople don't work with GoHighLevel, they work only with Zoho CRM. And this is where all the magic happens. We find it to be super useful so far.
Yeah, that's definitely correct. I will add one caveat, which I think goes towards the benefit of GoHighLevel, which is we are slightly comparing apples to oranges here, where Zoho is, first of all, it's a suite of tools. So on Zoho's end, if we're comparing Zoho CRM to Zoho to GHL, I'm sorry, then obviously it's not really comparable because you have to go to Zoho Voice over here. Now, I think everybody or almost everybody watching is probably either looking at Zoho One or has Zoho One. So we're really comparing Zoho One to GHL. And I think beyond that is also a big one is probably the pricing, where GHL is I'm not going to call it cheap, but cheaper system, where you're paying an upfront fee of, like you said, 97 for just, I think, if a business wants to just run on themselves. And you can have unlimited users on it. So you're basically getting more or less what you pay for, which is a
Cheap system.
cheaper system.
Also for if you want to connect APIs and so on, you need to pay now $297.
That's correct,
right?
yes.
So the 97 is only for the relatively basic stuff. The more advanced, it's $297, which it's compared to like 8 employees on Zoho. So it's a bit expensive. I know that if people go through you, it's a little bit less expensive, but still, it will cost some money. Okay, so I think from my side, I know what to do. Continue with Zoho. I'm joking. So
You're
I
not
think
continuing with Zoho?
continue. Absolutely, yes. Come on.
You heard it first. He's done with Zoho.
No, never. Zoho is my home. So we'll continue to receive leads from GoHighLevel, push them to Zoho. That's what we're continuing doing. We have lots of integrations using those two systems. Works really well for us. And you guys can decide what's better for you. If you want to try Zoho or you want to try GoHighLevel, in the description below we have some links. Those are reseller links. If you will register using those, we will get a small commission. This is how it works in our business. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.